Hi guys, give me a minute. See if so you guys can see me. I want to make sure that you guys can see this okay, and I am going in the right direction. Sometimes I'm upside down, sometimes I'm sideways, so it's kind of goofy. I just want to show you a quick and easy way to do pine cones. I take I call them a filbert. They have that rounded top. So I have the largest one I'm using. I think it's a number 18. So I'm using some dark burnt sienna to start with. So I'll just make one here real quick. So I'm going to just, oh, I got too much water. So I'm just gonna make this shape and make bumps along the side. And this is just to get your dark color, your dark base color. Okay. Let me come back and try and, oops. Oops, it's not a big deal. I'll just make my pine cone a little bit bigger. You want that underneath coat really, really dark. Okay, so now my next thing is, okay, first of all, I don't want just a floating pine cone. So let me grab a little bit of black and this brown, and let's just put a stem on that so it doesn't look kind of goofy. There. And then we'll finish that up too later. But I have to let me grab some more. That was actually burnt umber, so I'm sorry. So this, now I'm gonna flip it upside down. Here's my trick, because I can't do it facing the other way. Maybe you guys can, I cannot. I'm getting that big filbert brush again, and I'm gonna use some raw sienna. No, not raw sienna. Oh, my colors, yeah, raw sienna. Raw sienna, raw sienna. All right, so this is a paper, so it's gonna be very dry. So I may have to keep my brush wet. But if you're on a more slick surface or something like that, it may slide better. But what I'm trying to do is just get enough in my brush to fill my brush, but then I'm kind of wiping it off, because here's what I'm doing. So I'm going to start here at the bottom and bring and brush back. See? Push down and just brush back. Push down, push down, push down. But and then your next one, your next row is the same. But see how that you can get that effect? That is basically it, guys. But now you can fancy it up, and you can actually add your white in all in one stroke here if you want. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that yet, you can keep just doing this. So there's your pine cone, guys. Now, if you want to add your white in later, here's what you do. Do the same thing, add your white, but actually I wouldn't go straight white. I would lighten that raw sienna, so it's a very, very light brown. And now you're gonna hit those same tips, but you're gonna do short strokes. See? And that is how I do a pine cone. Quick way. And there's that. This is going to be a quick video, guys. Now, some people will use gold in it, and I'll grab some gold. I don't know why, because maybe they just want that shimmer, a little bit of shimmer. So you just go back, if you get gold, just go back over your tops of your white just a little bit with your gold. Just a little bit with the tips. And then you can see it when you like move it around. The gold will shimmer a little bit. I didn't have a lot on my brush, so just a minute. Let me do that again. Now I'm going very fast here, so you can, you obviously can take more time with this, but this is very fast and easy. Now we're getting the gold on there. You could even do a shimmer metallic, or silver metallic. There, I'm gonna leave it as that. Now I'll move it here, and you can see, now you can see the gold shimmering. Okay, and then you're gonna want not a liner brush, but you're gonna want a small round. Okay, come back up here into your branch. We're gonna work that branch a little bit. So go ahead and get your burnt umber. I think that's what it is. Burnt umber. And touch of white. Just grab a touch of white, because you're gonna just make a little bit. You got two colors on there, so it's gonna put that little white highlight in there for you. Then I'm gonna go to a smaller brush, smaller liner, or a thinner round, and grab some raw sienna. Maybe even water it down just a little bit so you can make a point, and then come back and give those branches a little bit of caramel look to them. However you want. And then I would use, let's use that same brush. Now go into some green. And I would water it down, because you're gonna want to make some very thin lines. We're gonna make the needles. So the needles are in clumps. Now I have to turn it back around, sorry. So the needles are in clumps. So you're just gonna make just like that. Now you can start with doing a darkened green, like a forest green, so like green and black. And then you can come back and my back. There we go. Sorry, my battery's getting low, so all I did, during that time, I kept going. But what I was talking about was you can actually start with your green, add black, so that gives you a dark forest green with your needles, and then you can come on top with your regular green, and then even add in some yellow, or even just yellow ochre, and give them a little bit of kind of a yellow look to them. All right, this isn't watering down very well. Okay, so you can just come on top and just give them a little bit of that yellow look. Even just onto one side if you want. But this just adds more stuff to the picture, of course. But there you have it. So if you feel that some of those spots are not dark enough, here's what I have done. So I go back in and I get that watery dark brown, that watery burnt umber. Don't let it get runny on you. But you can even go back up into there and bring that, it's too watery. I'm blending it down in. All right, I have to, there. And you can even go back up in and darken it if you want. So if you feel that you've lost some of that shading, you just go back up into here and just touch some of those spots right up in underneath that, right there underneath that pine cone above. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you that real quick. My battery's gonna die, so I'm gonna let you go. I'm just gonna keep adding a little bit of darkness here and there. But it's fun to do the pine cones, and there you go, guys. I'm gonna take off. You guys have a good night. Take care and God bless, guys. Hope you try some pine cones. Love you. Where's my, there it is.